Hi guys. All right, we're live. We're live. Um, we're gonna do some cool stuff. Yesterday we did some water slides, and you guys asked me. Bringing up the comments here. You guys asked me about applying a clear water slide onto a dark color tumbler. So I thought I would walk through, and I didn't have anything prepped up for that yesterday, but I prepped today, and so I told you guys yesterday that we would do it today. So I've got it all ready. And so we're going to get crack-a-lacking on that. So I can show you guys how I would do it. Or ways to do it, I guess. So the reason you would use a clear water slide and want to do what I'm doing is if you just didn't want to buy our printable vinyl and you want to just kind of work with one product. Hello, guys. So if you were just wanting to work with just the clear water slide, if that's what you have on hand, and you don't want to buy printable vinyl or white water slide, or if your Cricut just struggles with it, this is the technique that you would then use to combat that, or just use the water slide paper, the clear water slide paper as it is, and still be able to get the images that you have. So that way, if you can just use one product and not have to buy a whole bunch of different products. But I will say that if I was to choose what I would do, this is not what I would do. I would print on a printable vinyl and cut it with my Cricut, or print on white water slide and cut on my Cricut. But this is the way around that. So if you are, some people say, like, I just can't get my Cricut to cut the clear water, the printable vinyl or the white water slide. It won't read the marks. What is happening is the glossy paper is reflecting the light, and so the light is not picking up that black line. So if you take matte finish clear Scotch tape and put it over the black lines, sometimes you need more than one layer. Sometimes it's like 2 layers. I've even gone as far as 3 layers. But if you put the matte colored Scotch tape over the lines, it doesn't matter if the edges overlap, because it actually doesn't read the corner. So if you like lay your strip here, then lay your strip here, if they overlap at the corner, they're fine, because the Cricut doesn't read that corner. It actually just reads the lines in the edges in the middle. So lay your tape down, press it down real good, make sure it's rubbed down, burnish it down real nice and even. And then that puts a dull finish, a matte finish along that black line, so the Cricut can read that registration mark. Always make sure you're calibrating your Cricut before you do a cut, so that you don't waste a piece of paper. So there's a in your Cricut design space on the left hand side under the menu, you can put calibration, and you basically just take a piece of paper, you print a bunch of little, it prints a specific thing out for you. You put that on your Cricut mat. It will make a bunch of little lines, and then it will ask you which number is the line closest to, and you can work through calibrating your machine so that it will cut perfectly on the shapes that you're using. So I highly recommend, before you work with a piece of printable vinyl or white water slide or anything, really, to check the calibration of your Cricut. I don't work with Silhouette or Ed Brother or any of those other brands. I only ever have used Cricut, so I can't teach for the other ones. I can just tell you my experience with Cricut. But I will tell you, the registration lines can be read if you use the matte finish Scotch tape. So hello, hi guys, everyone's saying hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. There's a whole bunch of people that your name does not say your name, it just says Facebook user. If you are in the Facebook group, when you're commenting, it will pop up and show your name. But for me here on my live, in my comment feed, so whoever said hi from Australia, I don't know who you are. Whoever said you are the best, I don't know who you are. Where's the baby tonight? I don't know who you are either. You need to click on the link in the description of the video. It says click here to allow StreamYard to tell someone your name, because the Facebook group is a private group, and so the app that I use to stream to YouTube and Facebook at the same time has to gain permission from the Facebook group to allow them to share your name to me. Because it's private, it means everything that happens in that group is private, and I am on a public feed. So you have to say, yes, you have my permission for Summer to see my name. Erica, no matter how much Erica, you should call Cricut, because their customer service, they're really good about either troubleshooting it with you or replacing your Cricut. Oh, Maria Pinzone. Oh, she'll never. Hi, Maria. I love you. Maria Pinzone's my mother. Well, my mother-in-law, I call her mom. She'll never figure out how to click. Mom, I will call you later and I'll tell you how to click the link so I can see it's you. So yesterday we did a whole tutorial on, hey you guys, we did a whole tutorial on water slides and application for water slides. And you guys were asking me about painting the water slides if you're using the clear. So again, if you missed the intro to this, I was explaining why you would do this instead of just printing on glossy, printable vinyl, glossy printable vinyl, white printable vinyl, or white water slide. But this isn't a way for you to do it if you only have water slide paper. But I'm actually going to show you the difference of if you paint it and if you don't. And I've got, remember this, guys, from the palette collection, from the last palette collection. We actually glittered this tumbler with all the beautiful colors mixed together. We're going to be using this because I'm going to show you how to apply water slide on a dark base. So this tumbler is going to be the dark base that we're going to be applying on. So let's just jump right in. No problem, Diane. All right, so I'm going to tilt you guys up. Down. All right, so this is if you want to take a clear water slide and you want to put the image on a dark tumbler and you want it to be, of course I picked a really difficult image, and you want to be able to see the details just as it is on this piece of white paper. You don't want to have that shadow look. You want a very true color, true picture. So I'm going to take, this is just acrylic paint and a thin paintbrush, and you're actually going to paint the back of the decal. I have really shaky hands. It is just kind of part of me. So this will have a little bit of shaky hand edges. So I stay just slightly away from directly on the edge because I know that it's going to overlap. I'm going to go over the edge because of my little jittery hands. So if you have the shakes, again, just stay just slightly off the edge like I do, and you won't have an issue. So we're just painting directly onto this. By the way, this water slide has been sealed, completely sealed. So you want to make sure that there is a seal layer. Even if you're using inkjet, you actually want to seal it down because the moisture from the paint will, if you're using laser and you didn't seal, the moisture from the paint will actually start activating the backing of that, the sticky coating, and you will actually start activating your image, and it will actually activate and then cure up. And so if you've ever had a water slide dry up on you and then you try to go in and re-wet it and reuse it, it doesn't work because that, so I'm going right in here on this little detail here. You can't re-wet it. It doesn't, the glue has actually activated and dried, and so it doesn't work. So you don't want to activate that glue. So if you are using water slide paper, you want to even seal with that. So you want to seal with your inkjet and your laser printer if you're going to be doing this method. So this, I just said, I'm like, why did I pick a very detailed image? I was working with a different decal earlier and I should have stuck with that one because it was easy. It was just a circle, just to give you the example. But then I saw this and I was like, oh, that's pretty. I'll just put that on this cup. So I'm just going in. I'm not going to get too crazy on the details, guys, because this will take 9 hours to show you this as an example if I'm being meticulous about the area. and all the little curves and nicks and crannies of these butterflies. I'm just going to get the gist of it going because we got to put a couple layers. You're going to have to put multiple layers. If you just do like one layer, you're going to see the brush strokes. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you do need more than one layer. Otherwise, like I said, you will see all the brush strokes in the back. All right. Oh, Angelfish of Texas. All right, so some of these areas are already dried up, so I can go ahead and go into the second layer. If it's not dry, the second layer will just smear. So you want to make sure it's dry in the area that you start your second layer. Again, I'm not being careful. If I was being careful, it would take forever. So I'm just kind of getting in there. I picked a very detailed image. I actually thought I didn't pick a detailed image because I was like, oh, the edge of her hair and everything, it's easy. This one will just be a breeze. Oops, forgot about all the flowers and the butterfly. So I'm going in pretty heavy with the paint. So maybe we can just get away with 2 layers. You can't just spray paint it, Maria, because if you spray paint it, all the spray paint will be along outside of the image. This is if you just want the image. If you want like a burst, then yeah, you could spray paint the whole thing. But most people, what they're looking for when they're doing the water slide is just the image. They don't want all the outer edge spray paints, because you're not going to be cutting around the edge of this. You're going to be cutting. Well, you could do that, I guess. That sounds like even more work and more of a nightmare, is hand cutting around all the details. I mean, yeah, for me, that sounds like even more work. Because if you spray paint it, the whole thing is going to turn color. So then you would have to like flip it over and then, well, I don't even know if you'd be able to see it from the other. No. Yeah. I mean, it depends on what look you're going for. There you go. There's the answer. Because also when you do this, if you spray paint the whole thing, this whole disc is going to be white. And when you put it on there, it's just going to be like a white circle. So you might as well at that point just print it on a piece of paper, cut out the circle, stick it on your cup, and Mod Podge over the top of it. You're doing it like this so that you get the detail around the edge and you don't have the white behind it. It's just the image. There you go. I hope I articulated that right. But I guess if you wanted that look, then yes, you could just spray paint it. If you want that burst look, though, I'll tell you what. If you want that burst look, though, I would actually spray the spray paint onto the cup in the burst spot and give yourself that white spot with the edges of the paint just feathering off, as opposed to just like a circle like this. Because if you do a burst of spray paint, it's going to hit, but it's also going to have that little overspray around all of the outer edges. And then you can take your decal and stick it right on top of there and put it on top of that burst of spray, so that way you don't just have a white circle. If there's writing, do we need to mirror the image? Yes, you do, always. If there's writing and you're going to be putting it face down, image down, then you got to reverse the image. And because you are going to be applying this one image down, because the white is what's now facing up and you need that to be on the back, you're going to be putting it face down and sliding away. So yes, if there's writing, And anytime there's writing, if you're putting it face down, you always reverse the image. Oh, good, Marie. I try to be as articulate as possible. I try. Sometimes it does not come out that way. Acrylic markers do work. They do work. You got to be a little bit more careful with them, and they're thinner. There's the tips are a lot thinner, so it's going to take longer to actually coat. I'm not going to add any more paint. We're going to let this dry. It's not going to be perfect, guys. I'm just showing you this is an example. I would go back in and do a little more, but we're just going to let this guy dry. Yes, so acrylic markers do work, but because the tip is so fine point compared to like the paintbrush that I can just slop paint down on real fast. Yeah, you can go spray a burst of spray paint right onto your tumbler. I actually started one earlier. Where did it go? I sprayed a burst on the tumbler somewhere. I'm going to be putting this decal on. It says leggings, leaves, lattes, please. Oh my gosh, Nova Scotia. Hi, Tanya. All right, so there is that. I'm going to move you guys here so I can see comments better. My comments over here, I have comments pulled up here, but they go real slow compared to up here, so I missed some comments. So Lynn, yeah, it works beautifully. So I'm going to show you guys. I don't want to give it away because I have one already done. I'm going to make you guys wait. Yeah, you can do power. You can do anything where if you put any way that you would want to get a white area on your tumbler, whether it be spray paint, power wash, a bit of white glitter in the middle, however, whatever. If you put a light base down, then yes, you can just apply your decal just like this. I am showing you guys a way to put it on a dark tumbler and still have the image look this good directly on there without having the shadowing. So yes, there's many ways to apply a water slide, many ways to get that light backing for it and light enough space. You can, like the tumbler that I did, you guys, where are all these tumblers? They're all sprayed and drying somewhere. Where's my orange one? Where's the orange one? Guys, the tumbler we did yesterday, I took it off, I sprayed it. Oops. Oh, there it is. Oh. For anyone wondering where the puppy is, she's in my lane. You do good. Say hi, monkey. Hello. If you guys want to follow us on Instagram, it's LittleLee and Rose Puppy Crew. LittleLee and Rose Puppy Crew. That's my puppy page where I post all the cuteness that's happening with this. So this is what I'm saying is, if you have a light, you can make a light space on your tumbler. So like this is an odd tumbler that's been ombrayed with, there's 3 glitters on this tumbler. And so the light up top is a perfect base to easily see the decal. We did this one yesterday. And I showed you guys why Waterslide is amazing for going over the curve. So they've got the curve to the cup. Waterslide makes it really easy to go over a curve. So yeah, this is an example of having the white glitter where we want the decal, so we don't need to paint the decal. Do you spray with clear on the paint? No. It took me a minute. I was processing your question. No, once that paint is dried, it does not need to be spray painted. You just dunk it in the water and apply it to your tumbler. We're not settled on Monkey. I mean, I don't know what we would name her, but we're not set on Monkey. Everyone's like, are we naming her Monkey? And I'm like, I don't know. It took me a couple of weeks to name Turbo last time. I like to get to know their personality. And the first couple of days she's with us, she's still kind of learning us, a little bit like timid. And the longer, as the days go on, she's getting like super spunky and cute. Yeah, so our Instagram is LittleLee and Rose Puppy Crew. And so you can see all my puppies. I have 6 dogs now. I'm a crazy dog lady. I don't know why Ivan doesn't tell me no anymore. I mean, he said he now wants to get a Doberman Pinscher. I'm like, no. We do not have room in our house for another big dog. Yes, so this is the decal. This is the decal painted. So I'm going to be showing you guys just as it is and one is it painted. So we're just kind of waiting for that to dry. While we're waiting for that to dry, we are going, guess what, you guys? Actually, I don't want to name her Tink because a bajillion dogs are named Tinkerbell, and a bajillion little dogs are named Tinkerbell. But seriously, every time I pick her up, because she runs around the floor of my office, her little feet, little sprinkles are coming off her feet because she's got the fluffy paws and all the glitter that's collecting in her fur is like, tink. So like down in my shirt, I'm just covered in glitter down here from sticking her down in my bra. Oh, I love Dobies. I love Dobies. But we have a tiny, we don't have a house big enough for that. We already have 6 dogs. So, where's that cut place? Okay. So guess what, guys? Oh, yes, I did do a sub box peek. Oh, I'm going to show you guys the price. Today is the last day, I believe. Alyssa! Hold on. I'm going to make her come in here. I think, what day is today? The 20. Oh, yes, today. You have until the 28th. What's today? Till the 27th. So you have until tomorrow night at midnight to sign up for the sub box. I did do a sub box sneak peek. A sneak peek for the glitters, and I'm going to show you guys the prize because I really freaking like the prize. The prize, the gift.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you have the gift with purchase? The study? The sub box?
Oh.
If you send me home with those lemons, I'll work on them.
That'd be nice.
So, color glitter. What am I going to call her? I always say, like, if her name is Glitter, I'm not going to call her Turbo. Like, Turbo is Bobo. I actually call them Beeper. Beeper. So I was like, what am I actually going to call them if their name is that? I don't know what I would actually call her if her name was Glitter. Teeter. No, I wouldn't do that. So I was like, name her Glitter. I'm like,
Gleegly?
Gleegly. You know, like I have Lala. So I don't even call her Mila. I have Mila, which is Lala.
We don't have any of the lemons ready.
Oh, Mila, Lala. Jojo is Jovi. Jovi is Jojo. Mila is Lala. Bane is Bebe. Turbo is Bobo.
Diesel is Diesel.
And then Diesel is Diesel.
Well, I was just imagining if you named her like Little Tit and like one of your kids' teachers, it's supposed like, what's your dog's name? And they're like, Little Tit.
Booby.
Yeah.
Because we laugh because I put her in my shirt and then she tucks down in and it looks like a third boob.
Oh, so do you have her?
Yeah, she's in my lap. So I have her like this and then she tucks her head in and it just looks like I have a third boob. So I was like, we should name her Little Titty.
Little Titty. Little Titty.
Name her Titty. My brain wants to call her Nana. Oh, anyway, you guys do not care about all this. I don't know. I'm like, hi, Nana. I don't know. It won't be Nana. I did have a dog that I wanted to name Bananas real bad. And call her Nana.
I think she's too refined for bananas.
Because she's bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A. She's too refined for bananas, but not for titty.
I did not say to name her Titty.
Tweety for Tweety Bird and go with logo. Hi. Okay, so everybody wants. So we're gonna. Oh, can you hand me that tumbler that's up there?
Dang, you keep getting me get all the tallest stuff in this room.
Girl. But the shoe fits. She's literally stretching on her tippy toes. If y'all don't know, Alyssa's like
5 foot.
probably legally a midget.
No. Probably like 4'11" and a half. Legal is 4'8". Thank you very much.
All right. So guess what, guys? I keep wrapping my ring around this. Oh, yeah, she's chill. This is how Turbo was too. She just loves it. She's in there tucked in. She does not like the spray paint can when I shake it though. Not a fan. We have been looking for a little girl Yoki. We have boy and he just needs a friend. That was me. I got lucky finding her. I have been looking for one since I got Turbo. I was like, oh, he's so teeny and he would be so cute to have like a boy and a little girl. And so I've been looking for 2 years. And almost every time you see one posted, it could be like an hour that the post has been up. And you're like, oh, I'm interested. And they're like, oh, she's already on. They sell super fast. I even made the guy like absolutely like say it multiple times that he was promising that I would get
Babe, jeez, Louise.
that like he promised that he was not going to sell her to somebody else. I was like, I have dibs on her, right? Because he didn't want a deposit or anything, and that made me nervous.
Dang. He's like, I will just move this light out of my way.
Yeah. And he's like, I got things to chew on, lady. Auction to let someone. Oh gosh, no. I very rarely get to name my own dogs. I didn't even get to, Jovi and Mila and Diesel were all named by Ivan because he's like, I didn't get to pick these dogs, so I get to name them at least. So I get to name her. And even Turbo, Ivan helped pick the name. Bane came named. He was a rescue. So I'm picking this one. But I'm just letting her settle in. So yeah, it's super hard to find one. And she was really expensive. Yeah, she was. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, she was really expensive. Ivan would murder me. I didn't really tell.
Ivan got the vacuum.
I didn't really tell Ivan how much. I fibbed a little because there was another female that I was looking at. She wouldn't actually have been small. She would have been a regular sized Yorkie, and that was the original one that I told him we were getting and like how much she was. And then I found this one. She was like 4 times more expensive, and the other one was already expensive. But I didn't tell him. Like, I luckily have my own little pocket of money. I use that. Also, Ivan doesn't know I have that pocket of money. So everybody just shh.
Give your spoon. It's me. Give your spoon.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's right here. Yes, don't tell. You guys keep the secrets. Don't tell Ivan. Oh, Pixie. Somebody said Pixie.
That's cute. We call her Pee Pee.
We're calling Pee-Pee.
So I call my cat. For Poo-Poo. She's Queen Pee Pee. Where would be best for me to put this that you'll remember?
Right,
Home?
just put it on the ground and put the backpack in it because I have to take the backpack because the puppy just is too much when I'm driving.
Got it.
There's a safe zone. Her name's Chicken. Oh, she's like
Chi-Chi.
Chicky, Chicky. Peepers. We call her Peepers.
Oh my
Pee-Pee,
God.
Pee-Pee. Oh, we can
See?
name her Chicken. Her name is Pee-Pee. See, this is how it goes. I'll try these names on for like a month, and then I'll settle on something.
Check back in 3 months. The dog might have a name.
Yeah.
All right, I'm leaving.
All right. Okay, you guys. Oh my gosh, this is such a useless live. Well, I guess we started a project. You guys all get me chatting about the dog. Nobody wants to learn that. Nobody cares about it. Well, you guys care about the dog. I mean, you're here to learn about tumblers. Do you see me now? Darlene, I see you! Well, I know for a fact that he has a little pocket of money as well. I mean, I know how much is there and I know where it is, so I can get it. But and when we do our budget and like when we need things, like we that money goes into the budget if we need it. Mine doesn't. Well, that's not true. He needed something and he's like, "Do you have any money?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I give him money. I'm not even like, and let's be honest, you guys, I don't actually have that money stashed away because I'm like, I need my own pocket of money. I have that money stashed away because. Oh, I got an inheritance and I sold a house. So that money, it's actually, I am telling you guys too much. Anywho, I'm actually very, very fluid with my money with my husband. I make it sound funny and bad than stashing money from him, but he could literally be like, "Do you have $60?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he does the budget. If I need something, I just like, "Hey, do we have money for this?" All right. I don't care. I'm not a weird person with money. Very comfortable with him. Jeff keeps buying stuff on your Amazon account on accident. Oops. Oh, Jeffrey. Yeah, Ivan and I's money is all pooled together. He actually knows I have that stash of money. So we have it. It's always like our backup money. Ooh. Okay, this is not quite ready. Okay. This is not quite ready. God, you guys, nothing is quite ready. All right. Can we start over? I feel like 20 minutes of this live has gone by and we haven't actually done anything. You guys are very distracting asking me all these crazy questions about puppy. Okay. So sub-box. We were talking about sub-box. Okay, so yes, we did do a sneak peek of the sub-box. I did a beautiful fall color. It's like a brown rose gold. It's kind of like a mix of browns and rose golds. all mixed together. I'm not going to pour them out on the paper. I'm just giving you guys a sneak peek. This is a custom blend. All of them are customs and on new colors and such. I totally painted a Waterslide. You're right. All right, sneak peek. So this absolutely goes because the fall colors, you guys have been buying out our fall colors as fast as they come in. I just put a couple fall colored mica powders up for sale in today's deals. There is a new mold up for sale in today's deals. There's a ton of new Waterslides on sale for $3 in today's deals. Also, all of the Waterslides are marked down to $3, so you can check the whole decal section for all the Waterslide sales. But today's deals has the Waterslides that are new to the website this week. And then I added glitter that's on sale. And guess what's, oh, this one doesn't tell you guys. Guess what? Guess what? Kekoa is on the website. Go, ready, go, go. So we have Kekoa in stock now. I'm going to be using Kekoa. If you have not experienced Kekoa, Kekoa is literally the #1 requested glitter from LittleLee and Rose. We call it the Mona Lisa of glitters. We've done cousins of Kekoa. Last week's live mix would have been a cousin of a Kekoa, kind of ish. But Kekoa is the Mona Lisa, where it's such a really rad color that you're not really sure if it's pink or if it's green or if it's silver or if it's neutral. It's a very mysterious glitter color. It's almost like a cheek glitter because you can put it really on any base and it's going to really absorb the color of that base. The next palette is on Monday and I'm going to be sneak peeking it at the end of this live. But Kekoa is up on the website now. We are only selling Kekoa in 2-ounce increments because he is our crazy, crazy popular boy. And you guys will, and you guys are nuts about Kekoa. I thought about naming her Coke. We actually, Kekoa was the first name that I had picked out for her before, and I'd call her Koa or Kiki. But that's the first name that I had picked out for her before we got her. Then I met her. So this is Kekoa. I'm going to be putting Kekoa on this beautiful slate gray. It's kind of like a blue gray. It's like there was a streak in the paint, but I think it's just the shadow. Oh yeah, there's a little streak right there. On this slate gray tumbler, it's kind of like a bluish gray. We're going to be glittering this with Kekoa. So you guys, if you have not experienced Kekoa, I know, aren't these beautiful? These are our new bags. If you have not experienced Kekoa, I'm going to be showing it to you today. We will be carrying Kekoa from here on out, but it is limited. It is limited because we only bought so much of it. We have been trying to get Kekoa in for over a year now. We had some issues with color matching, but we've got it. If you have Kekoa and it's slightly different, be nice. This is like a year's worth of work to get this. Kiki means kid in Hawaiian. Whoever said Kiki means kid in Hawaiian, you need to click on the link in the description that says, click here to give permission for StreamYard to share your name, because I don't know who you are. It just says Facebook user. It shouldn't, well, you guys are bonkers. I would say it shouldn't sell out, Carla, but you guys are insane. So I can't gauge that. Because we have a lot of it, but we also had a lot of the live mix, and you guys, that was gone in an hour. So I will be showing this off at the end of the live, but if you know Kekoa and you know this and you are like, I don't need to see you show it off, I already know how amazing it is in today's deals. It's the very top of the list, and it is in a 2-ounce bag. So when you see the price, just know that's for 2 ounces. It's not a 1-ounce bag. So you're getting a big, hefty little 2 ounces of it. Our bags are usually packed in 1-ounce bags. If you want a comparison, when you normally order glitter from it, it comes in 1 ounces. So double that, and that's what Kekoa is. All right, so for the sub box in this month, it goes out on the 1st. So it's getting ready to ship out next week, next Wednesday, I believe. I'm sneak peeking it today. I sneak peeked it the other day, but I'm showing it off again. So they don't have names. Well, they might have names, but I don't know what they are yet. This is the first sub box glitter. You guys have been buying out every fall color on the website. Because we're all making our fall tumblers. So I did this one inspired by a fall color. It's a beautiful, Babe. I have three of my 6 dogs with me here today, and I have my big boy Bane. I am changing his dog food. I literally have had my vent fan on all day because of his bum. Dude, I can't even smell epoxy when it's in here. That's how noxious that is. What? He just ate his regular dog food. Dang, I don't normally bring him to the office. So I change their dog food up on them so that they get a variety in their diet. Bridget, it's not going to be for a while. I don't think we have any. You guys are crazy pants, buy our stuff out sometimes, and we don't. It'll be just like out of the blue and like 200 bags of Falcor sell, and so we're not prepared for that. So we're working on it. We've got glitter orders coming in, but they take a while to get here. So, and sorry, this is the first one. It's a rose gold brown. It's absolutely gorgeous, burnished down on the tumbler. I always test these things, you guys. And then you have the super, it's like a light blue aqua, handsome boy. He's a dad bod. So if you don't know the difference between fines, chunkies, and how they work, the larger the chunk, the sparklier it is because it has a larger flat reflective space. It does not mean that fine glitter isn't sparkly. You need to burnish it down. You get an amazing amount of sparkle. It's very easy to work with. It's super easy to epoxy over. It's super easy to ombre, but you get the larger the cuts of glitter, the larger. This is not a new palette, Deepica. This is the sub box. This is a sneak peek for the sub box. The larger the cut, the sparklier, the more reflective surface you get. So these dad bods are going to be the next step up, the next easiest to work with because they're still really small, so they're easy to work with. Oh, Mary Jane's been waiting a long time. So this is glitter number 2, and it's a dad bod. The dad bods are what we call the small chunkies. So these are both like dad bod. This is a slightly bigger dad bod. Got a little extra muffin on this top. And this is a really tiny dad bod. And then we have a gorgeous opalescent pink. This has some color shift to it. It's a little bit more translucent, so it will take up a little bit of the background. So if you put this on an orange base, it'll change the color of this. If you put it on a light pink or dark pink, it's going to look different because it's translucent. And so the color of whatever base paint kind of comes through it. And then we have a holographic purple. So we've had holographic fuchsia. We've had kind of a holographic pinky purple, but this is a straight blue. This is a straight purple holographic. This is brand new. And so that is in, I only have 4 of the 5 colors. Alyssa has the 5th color. I don't know where it's gone to. You don't think you've hit checkout so aggressively in your life? So those are the sub box glitters. So if you're interested, grab those through the sub box. All right. So if you, I'm going to show you guys the gift today. So I'm going to sneak peek the prize because you guys love these. So the prize, if you get Big Daddy, you're getting 3. If you get the little guys, you're getting 1. The big boys, you are getting these little mini cups. So we had the little mini beverage cups and we sold them, but I saved these 2 styles back and kept them just for the sub box. So you get with the sub box, you always get a free gift. And I actually I think about the little gifts and I think about really cute little things to put with them. And the idea of it is to give you like a little taste of kind of like a little swag bag goodie. And so we did the little mini cups, but I saved these 2 styles back from those bundles and I saved them just for sub box. So the big guys is going to get these 3. You're going to get 3 tumblers, little mini. You get the little Frappuccino cup with the little green Starbucks straw, freaking cute. And the little domed, for the, when you want whip, when you want the frap with whip and you get the dome cup, right? And then we're also including these, you get the little clay fruits. This is, you're going to get some little strawberries and then you're going to get a bag just like this with little lemons. So you're going to get strawberries and lemons. And if you're the big guys, you're going to get 3 cups. If you're the little guys, you're going to get 1 cup. I know. So big guys get a bigger prize this month. And they get a bigger gift. I say prize. So they get a bigger gift this month. So you're getting the trio with the big guys. But both of them will get the fruit, the lemons and the strawberries. How freaking cute are those? Show us how to do them, please. Oh, okay. I actually have a tutorial, Penny. It's on YouTube. I've actually posted it twice on YouTube, same tutorial. I've also done them live, and I've also done them on my Snapchat channel. I'm not going to do one today because we have a lot of other stuff planned, and yesterday I got home really late, and so I need to be home a little earlier today to help with the kiddos and hopefully see them go down to bed. So I'm actually, oh gosh, we got to move. So I only got 40 more minutes. So let's dive in and do the paint. I'm gonna stop jibber jabbering and dive right into what we're going to learn. So I'm not going to be able to make one for you today, but maybe next week. Okay, so we now have the tumbler. Okay, stick it on my little rack here. There we go, so you guys can see it. I'm going to take the decal is now dry. The acrylic paint is dry. So now we're going to just take this. I'm going to drop it in a bucket of water that I have sitting next to me. It's just room temperature water. You don't want to necessarily you don't want to have hot or cold. Like it shouldn't be like, whoo, that's cold. Or it shouldn't be like, that's nice. Like you literally just want it to feel like tap water. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so cute, Alyssa. I've put them in a sensory bottle before. When I was in the hospital, I made a bunch of sensory bottles for the hospital. And that's when I did them because they're so cute in there. Megan, we ship to the UK, Australia, and Canada. So if you are in the UK, Australia, or Canada, Megan Dixhorn. Sorry if I'm butchering your last name. We do ship to those. We do ship to those different countries. Yes. So this month's sub box they're always custom glitters, new glitters. They're not glitters you find on the website. And then you always get the free gift with purchase. The $25 bundle, you get there's always 5 glitters. And so for the $25, you get 5 1 ounces of glitter. So 5 glitters, 1 ounce each glitter, and then the gift with the bundle. And then for the large guys, it's $40, and you get 2 ounces of each color. So you get double the glitter. It's a better bargain purchase-wise because you get double the glitter for just $15 more. And this time you get a slightly bigger gift. So yes. I just used, so everyone who's just joining us that didn't see me paint this at the beginning of the live, I just used white acrylic paint and a little paintbrush here. And I painted the back of that, the water slide, and I did 2 coats of paint. Okay. So I talked to you guys yesterday about this, and I showed you how I use the Rust-Oleum clear gloss spray paint. And the reason I use the clear gloss spray paint, one, I use the gloss so that it doesn't crack. If you use matte finish, it's going to crack. But I also really like Rust-Oleum because if you use it, you can see it's very pliable. Oops. You can actually move it and manipulate it, and it's not going to destroy your image. You can lift the image directly off if you want. And it's much more workable and easy to use because it's actually going to make it like a film, a very thin film, as opposed to like a gooey mess. Okay, so I'm going to now put the water slide where I want it on the tumbler. Okay, I'm going to press it down, hold firmly, and slide down. So you can see that the decal looks exactly the same on the tumbler as it did on the water slide. Again, it was shaky, so a little of my edges have a little white going outside of the shape. If I had been more detailed and careful, it would have taken twice as long to paint, and it would have driven you guys nuts waiting all that time. And then I'm just going to make sure there's no bubbles. Smooth out any bubble. Okay, so now that is the one that I backed with the white acrylic paint. If you missed this, you can always rewatch this live. It's going to be posted to the Facebook group and to YouTube after the live. So now I'm going to apply this one, which does not have, I'm sorry, this one does not have the paint on it. This is going to be just a clear water slide. Again, I'm dipping it down in my water. Yes, so the unfortunate part is when other people are teaching, they're teaching to use matte finish spray paint, and the reason they do that is because they think that it's going to make it easier for your epoxy to grab onto the water slide, and it's going to avoid fish eyes. But the reverse side of that is that it's going to cause cracking on your water slides when you start trying to manipulate your water slide at all. Like if you touch or rub or push or anything on that water slide, it's going to crack. If you use clear gloss spray paint, it's going to make it much more pliable. It's kind of akin to like skin. If you're using matte finish, if you have matte finish skin, it's really dry and like if your skin gets real dry, it will crack like the heels of our feet. But if your skin is really oily and dewy, it's much more pliable and your skin doesn't crack. So it's a lot more soft and supple. It's the same concept with the spray paint. So the glossy spray paint doesn't crack like the matte finish spray paint. So this is the one that's spray painted with the white. I mean, sorry, not spray painted. That's acrylic paint. Okay. And this one, we're going to put it on here. This one has no spray paint. I mean, sorry, this one has no acrylic paint. We're going to put it on and slide down. Push the bubble out. So you can see that you can still see the image, but like I say, when you put the decals on a dark surface, you're going to have more of like a shadow of the image. Okay. A little bubble under there, bubble under there. So you can put water slides on a dark surface, but you're going to have like a shadow of the image, right? You can always double print your image as well if you want a little bit, if you want to still do the water slide like this, the clear water slide, but have it a little bit more pigmented. You just run the piece of paper through your printer twice. Make sure it's lined up, that the little arms that hold your paper in place are right up against the edges of your paper, holding it in the exact spot. Print it, take the paper out, put it right back into the slot and print it again. And it's going to print the same image in the same place twice. So it's going to put double the ink. So you get a little bit more vibrancy when you do this. But you can see the difference. This has got white acrylic paint behind it, and this one has no white acrylic paint. Yes, so Claudia, if you, I recommend actually going on to our YouTube channel here and watching yesterday's live. I went completely through why I use the gloss spray paint, how many coats I do. I use at least 3 good coats of epoxy, clear spray paint. And that's to give you a nice seal and a thick texture to it, so it's not such a goopy mess. It makes it a lot more pliable. Oops, shoot. Mess with that one. It makes it so you can actually like lift the water slide up. So this was what I was filming earlier today. So I filmed this today to bubble under there. I filmed this today to post. It's going to be a TikTok coming soon to TikTok near you. This is another example. This one I spray painted it with the white. I'm sorry, I acrylic painted this one with white, and this one I did not. So here's the opposites. This one I did, this one I did not, this one I did, and this one I did not. So now we have this random tumbler with all these water slides on it. There's my snort laugh. No problem, Deb. And also, if you are interested, all these water slides that I'm using are on our website under today's deals. All of our water slides are on sale for $3. So if you go to LittleLeeandRose.com, it's the name of our Facebook group here and the YouTube channel, LittleLeeandRose.com. Click on decals. You're going to see all the water slides there, and they're on sale for $3. And then you can also go to today's deals, and all the water slides that we dropped new this week are under today's deals, as well as Kekoa, as well as the new molds, as well as the glitters that are on sale, and a bunch of bundles that are on sale, even deeper cut than normal. So there's a bunch of stuff in today's deals on sale. I've been playing around adding things to today's deals this week. Okay, so now we're gonna do Kekoa. So this is Kekoa. If you have not met Kekoa, Kekoa is the #1 requested glitter on our website. We lost his formula in the transition to Texas. So it's been almost a year of us trying to figure out the formula. Out of the blue, about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, 2 months ago now, maybe even 2.5, I found the formula. I had written it on a little scrap piece of paper. It was in one of my notebooks, and it just said Kekoa formula, and I had some gibberish, and I finally deciphered my own gibberish and was able to recreate our Kekoa with our long lost Kekoa. So it is back. I do have Kekoa, so we've already tested against it. It looks pretty dang perfect. Microscope may be able to tell the difference, but it does look amazing. You can put this on a pink base, you can put this on a white base, you can put this on a gray base, you can put this on purple base, you can put this on any base color. It looks amazing on every single base color. The first thing I ever glittered with this was a pink hydro flask, and I had this in a big bin. We hadn't even bagged it yet, and I put spray adhesive on the hydro flask and I just dunked it down in the huge bucket. It was amazing, and that's when the full-blown love for Kekoa and our website became. So this is Kekoa. So we are going to glitter Kekoa. We're going to epoxy this guy. The spray paint is a little tacky. I think this is one of the pre-freeze spray paints that I had. So it's a little screwed up from the freeze. So we're gonna do hang method on this. If you've seen my tutorial on YouTube with the 5 different ways to glitter your tumbler, you will know that I prefer putting chunky glitter on with the hang method. The hang method is using like 4 to 5 at the most grams of epoxy to put a very, very thin layer of epoxy all around the tumbler. And then applying your glitter. I love the hang method for the chunky glitters because it grabs onto the big chunks as well as the little chunks. When you're using the spray adhesives, the big chunks tend to kind of get lost. They don't get stuck. The fine glitters consume that spray adhesive, and so there's nothing for the big chunks to stick to. But with the hang method, because it's got a fluid surface as opposed to just a tacky surface, it grabs a hold of all those large chunks of glitter and really holds them to the cups. So I've already got my vent fan going. Hello from Oklahoma. And so I'm going to just mix. I'm going to shoot for 4. Might end up with 5 grams of epoxy. And that's all we need. This is a 22-ounce fatty. All right, it's going to be closer to 6 because that was 3 grams. Perfect. All right, so I'm probably gonna have a little extra here. I'm not gonna put all this on the tumbler. Yes, we have 2 URLs. It's the same website, whether you go to iwantglitter.com or LittleLeeandRose.com, it's the same website. It just has 2 URLs that direct you to the same place. Oh, I burnished with hang method. I'll show you the tumbler. I just did one today. Yeah, you can't burnish in the sense of rubbing it with your finger. Burnishing is the definition of burnishing is buffing until smooth and shiny. So no, you can't buff it, but you can lay the glitter down flat. I'll show you. In the tumbler world, burnishing just means laying the glitter flat. Burnishing, essentially, what it does with glitter is when you burnish, it flattens that glitter down flat to the tumbler. This is a burnished tumbler. You can see. This is a hang method. I did an ombre spray paint on this. I can't know if you can see. It's darker on the top, lighter on the bottom. This is Adler on this tumbler. But this is burnished down. You can see how on the edges, you can see how flat that glitter is. And this is chunky glitter. This is big chunks too. This is not a little chunky guy. So this is a hang method. This was using 4 grams of epoxy, a smooth, thin coat around the entire tumbler. After I spray painted it, I put 1 coat of epoxy, 1 coat of glitter down. I gently tapped with my finger around the entire tumbler to get that glitter to lay down flat. The website, Tina, is LittleLeeandRose.com. It's the name of, if you look at the name of our YouTube channel, it's LittleLeeandRose.com. So it's just those words together with a .com. So this is a burnished, but I didn't rub it to get it smooth. I tapped it. So there is a difference. Burnishing is actually rubbing and buffing. And when you're doing fine glitter on spray adhesive, yes, you are burnishing because you are actually rubbing in a circular motion like you would be buffing a car and laying that glitter down smooth. So this is different. So they're right and also wrong. They're right in the sense that you're not technically burnishing the epoxy, the glitter. So they're saying that with a technicality, but it's essentially the same thing. You're just laying the glitter down flat. I know it. I know all the good. As my kids say, Mom, how do you know everything? And I just tell them I read a ton of books. I read all the books. All right, so I've got this epoxy. It's 6 grams. I do not need 6 grams. You don't want to actually if you use too much epoxy, it will drip and slide. As you can see with that one, it did not drip or slide or move at all. That glitter stayed right in place. I glittered that probably about 3 hours ago. Oh, Mona, I'll pray for you, girl. We've got friends down there too. We've got friends that are about to get hit too. What would you go? So Tina, to find Kekoa, there's 2 ways you can find it. You can click on today's deals. It's one of the headers on the top of the site. Click on today's deals. It's going to be at the top of the page. Or you go into the search bar. There's a search bar and just type in Kekoa and it will pop up as well. If you're looking for the purple glitter that I just showed you, that's called Adler, Adler. Yeah, so the purple that I just showed you is Adler, and the one I'm about to use is called Kekoa. So I'm actually going to only put about 4 grams of this because as you saw, 4 grams was about perfect. So I'm going to save a couple grams back because if I get too much on there, it will slide down the cup. You want to put such a small amount that it won't move on the cup because epoxy is self-leveling and it takes so long to cure. It can be an issue. So then I just take my hand with my gloves and I'm just going to slowly work the epoxy over the edge. There. And I work it. I don't try to pull it all over on one edge. I actually work, as you see what I'm doing, I'm going around the tumbler and I'm slowly pushing it off the edge all the way around the tumbler. And that way I get an even amount. Because if you slide it all to one side, then you got to try to also work it around the cup. But if you start with it going around the cup to start, then all you got to do then is just pull that epoxy down to the bottom. So it just takes a little bit of elbow grease to do this. And you're just going to repetitive motion, just slowly work that epoxy down to that very bottom edge or top edge, I guess, the lip, from the bottom of the tumbler to the lip. And it just takes a little bit of pressure and just constant repetition of sliding your finger down. But again, this is by far, I mean, it's obviously my opinion and some people will argue it because that's what the world of the internet does nowadays. But this is by far the best way to apply chunky glitter to an epoxy tumbler. And it saves a lot of epoxy. There's a lot of people who will put a layer of epoxy on, a full layer, and then glitter on top of that. Or they mix the glitter into their epoxy and then put it on. But that uses a whole lot of epoxy. This is literally 4 grams of epoxy. It will grip onto that glitter so well and hold that glitter down. The only downside is you do have to wait like the 9-10 hours to do your next step because you got to let this layer of epoxy cure with the glitter on. But again, You don't need multiple layers of glitter. I see people who do it and then they do like 2 or 3 layers of glitter because whatever application they're using did not hold enough glitter to the first layer. You will see when we pour this Kekoa on that it, sorry, taking my glove off, that it will, you don't need to do 2 coats. It's going to be a 1 coat glitter. It's one of our members. So Kekoa is one of our members' grandson's name. So here we go. Kekoa is going on. Oh, I should have left my glove on so I could tap it down. Whoops. I'm just being super liberal with the glitter here. Oh boy, hold on guys. I forgot to plug you in. I'm trying to plug you in one-handed. Oh wait. There we go. All right, so there's Kekoa. There's Kekoa. I put the whole bag out. So you can see there's like a little bit of pink to it. There's some holographic to it. There's some opalescence to it. It's kind of, like I said, it's kind of the Mona Lisa of glitters. Yeah, once you get the, yeah, she is correct. Once you get the hang method down, you won't want to go back. So now this is what I say. This is the burnishing part. I just take my hand and tap it down. Also, guys, wear a glove. I'm being a very bad example, but I took my stupid glove off and I can't get my glove back on with. I'm being a very bad example. Okay, I'm gonna straighten up, guys. Hold on. And that's what's nice also about when you do the hang method. You're not in a rush because it takes 9 hours to cure. You're not up against the wire trying to. I'm gonna re-glove here. You're not fighting a time clock with like spray adhesive or Mod Podge or what's that stuff called? What is that stuff called? Tack it. What's that thing everybody likes? Not a fan of tack it, but I know some people swear by it. But you're up against the clock and you've got to get the timing down perfect of when it's starting to dry or whatever. This is hang method. The epoxy is wet for hours, so you are not in a rush like that. I could just stop, put the cup down for a second, take the time to grab my. So just tap. You can actually feel the glitter lay down underneath in your hand. It's kind of a fun feeling. You feel the little pokies lay down. Smush it on the butt. Get even more glitter. I always go right along this edge and tap to make sure there's nothing like garishly standing up, so it makes the lip easy to cover. There are people that do just the chunky on this oh my gosh, the puppy is so cute. They do chunky up here and then they do a fine glitter down there to make it easier. But I just find that I like the bottom to be uniform and personal preference, and I just go like this around the edge and it lays all that chunky down. I also take my thumb and run it across the top lip to knock off any of the big chunks along the lip. So that way we're not battling this cup to try to cover it with epoxy. It's nice and flat and smooth. And that right there is better than any spray adhesive or tack it or Mod Podge or any other whatever people have decided to try to put on their tumblers to hold glitter. You already have epoxy. We all have epoxy at our home. We don't need to go buy a new product to test and try. You have this, and look, it needs 1 coat. It's thoroughly coated. You can use wax paper. However, because of the nature of the hang method, I prefer to do it with my hand because I have more control. When you wrap this, you can smudge this because it is a fluid base. If I was to take my finger and slide it, I'm going to slide that and push all that the glitter off because it's not sticky, it's fluid. It's liquidy under there, so I can literally scrape it. So if you were to wrap this in paper, there's a good chance you're going to rub and smudge. So that's why I just like to be completely in control with my gloved hand and press it down. But yes, you can take a piece of paper and wrap it. I actually only wrap it if I'm using spray adhesive. Other than that, I like to be in complete control. Tap it down with my hand, hang method style. Yeah. So again, if I was to put this down and then try to roll the paper, this where the paper meets the other paper and gets kind of underneath, I mean, the potential for error is huge. And tumblers are already hard enough. Let's not make it harder on ourselves. Keep it simple. I try, Melissa. I try to be very, very thorough about why I do things because I forget. I've been doing things for so long. I forget that it's not second nature. I made mistakes when I was learning. I still make mistakes. You guys watch me on Mad Science Laboratory. I'm testing new things and trying new things, and I don't get it right the first time. And hi, Jade. Yes. So this, yes, you add another coat of epoxy. So this will cure up overnight. And tomorrow would be, I'm not here tomorrow, but if I was, we would be coming in tomorrow and adding a layer of the epoxy over the top of this. And then we would be moving on to our next steps. So yes, the step after this would be 1, to let this cure up overnight, and then 2, to come in and add our next layer of epoxy. But isn't that beautiful? So this is on that gray blue base. I was trying to show you guys the difference. This is on the slate gray base. So this kind of wants to take up more of a gray tone. If we had done it on a baby pink base, it's going to take up a little bit more of the baby pink look, because it is just so, like I said, Mona Lisa-ish. It will do so many different things. It's so versatile, but it's like crazy sparkly. Here, okay, now I'm going to take my glove off again. Hey, buddy. Hey, boo-boo. Little baby girl, she's just tucked right in there. Being the cuteness. All right, so I want to show you guys the cut from a different angle. So this is Kekoa. Today is the first day. It's back up on the website. It has been out of stock for over a year. And so that is Kekoa. And like I said, it is almost like a cheek glitter because it will take on a lot of the properties of what's behind it. Oh, stinky butt, yeah. Oh, Rebecca. So when you see Kekoa, know that the bag of Kekoa is sold now in 2-ounce increments. He's going to be coming in 2-ounce increments. Eventually, Bo, Curtis, and Vader will also be available in 2-ounce increments, but Kekoa will only ever be available in 2 ounces. Would this be good on the UV changing tumbler? Depends on what you want to do with it. And it depends on how much of the UV changing you want to see. Because you will see the UV change behind it. It just, that's a personal question. That's a personal preference. I wouldn't cover up the UV tumbler. I would put like a decal on it, maybe like a little rim of glitter along the top and bottom or something, but I would want to see like that UV. So bye, Mona. She must have said bye. I'll pray for you, girl. Oh yeah, so we have quick cure. It's on order. It's coming by airship because you guys literally, you guys are not. We cannot predict what you guys are going to do because sometimes we'll put something on sale, put it available, and it won't do anything. It'll be there and it sells slowly and steadily. And then sometimes we put stuff on and you guys buy like all 500 of them in like 2 hours. So we can't really know what you guys are gonna buy. But I did the quick cure and did a couple lives on it and it was gone in like a week and a half. So we've got the quick order. We finally saved our pennies and we got the next quick cure order up and it's going to be coming by air. So it should be coming soon-ish. Fingers crossed. Ooh. Just slowly tap that onto the thing. So yes, so quick cure is coming back. I know, but then I feel bad because then you guys want stuff and we don't have it. And some items, like quick cure, is extremely expensive for us to buy. Extremely expensive. So like, we're trying to, we wish that we had enough money to always have everything all the time. That would be nice. We do the best we can. Because some people are like, oh, it's a bummer when I want a color and then it's sold out. I was like, I mean, we are a small business. We don't have millions of dollars to just have tons of every color always, because also we don't know what's going to sell. And literally, like Falcor sat for we sell Falcor, but we had like 200 of them, and then all of a sudden, in a week and a half, all 200 bags sold. But we sold like 100 bags throughout the year, so we just have no idea. It's okay. Oh, okay. So before we go, I've only got 10 minutes before I gotta go. So I'm gonna sneak peek the she's like looking down the Turbo. She loves Turbo. You love turbos. You love turbos. You love turbos. Watch out, Ebert. Oh wait, I don't know that I have all the. Hold on, I do. Okay, don't ask me pricing because I don't know the pricing yet, but I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to sneak peek next week's palette. So the new palette launches on Monday. I would have waited till Monday for Kekoa, but I know you guys have been going crazy, and so I just put Kekoa up. Strategy-wise, it's a bad idea because we guys pay for your shipping. So if you order Kekoa today, then we ship your thing on Monday. If you order the palette, then it ships on the next day, Tuesday. So we technically would have sent you 2 orders that could have gone together. But I know you guys have been waiting, so I put it up for you guys. I mean, well, her name's not officially Monkey. It's probably not going to stay Monkey because I'm already saying it's not officially Monkey. She's trying to see Turbo. Do you see him down there? Do you see him down there? Oh, dear. I love you, Turbo. You're so cute. You're so cute. I try to give him a lot of attention when I'm holding her. Oh, Ashley's getting the palette for her birthday present. Here's Baby. Now he's coming for loves. Turbo and Bane love each other. Turbo loves Bane. He's like literally like doing this at Bane. He's barking at Bane. Okay. He's barking at Bane. Oh, do you see Littles? Do you see Littles? Okay. All right, so you guys ready? So here's the palette for next week. So Kekoa is up and available. You guys just saw me glitter a tumbler. I'm trying not to touch it with my elbow. This is, so the palette's name is the theme of the palette is Deep South Sass. Deep South Sass. Deep South Sass. And, oh, babe. Dude. I don't know what is going on. This has literally been going on all day. I woke up at like 2 in the morning because I thought he pooped on the floor. And he was just farting. You're not sleeping in my room tonight. I'm sorry. I can't. You wake me up with how, I mean, it smells like I'm eating poop. I'm sorry. I can't. It's so distracting. Bean, can you go at least over there? Do you have to put your cannon facing me? He's literally facing that way with his bum right here. Okay, so the theme is Deep South Sass. And so you get a full sheet of water slides. Look at these fun water slides. This says Faith Over Fear, A Little Moody, Little Moody. This one's Live Wild. A Little Country, a Little Hood. My Crazy is Beautiful, but it looks like it's done on leather. And then Sassy Little Thing and Back Road Babe. So this is your water slide sheet, the full sheet of water slides. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We crammed 7 decals on one sheet of water slide for you guys. And then you get these gorgeous printed vinyls. The leather with the roses, the green leather and roses. The burgundy leather and roses. The cheetah print and wood. And the rustic barn wood. Right. So those are the 4 printed vinyls. This is your sneak peek. There will only be 50. There's going to be 100 pallets, 50 all-inclusive bundles, and then you can. So if you do not know how our pallets work, the glitter and the vinyl are sold separately. So you can get just the vinyl pack if you're like, I don't need any more glitter, but I absolutely love these vinyls. You can buy this pack where you get the 7 decals and the 4 vinyls. That is one pack. It's one set. Okay. And then you have the glitter. So the Deep South Sass. I'm not going to take these out of bags today because I'm rushing because I've only got a few more minutes before I got to leave. We have a country themed palette to match. So we have an absolutely gorgeous brand new gold. So pretty. It's a micro dad bod. Absolutely gorgeous gold. It's the I palette. So it's all the names are going to be with I. That's Isaiah. And then we have Ike, which is a very, it's a brown, but it's a blend. It's actually a brown blend. So there's 3 different browns mixed into one. So when you burnish this on Tumbler, it's amazing. See, look at these 2 together. Gorge. Okay, and then you have your colors. You have Indio. This is what we would call our matte finish purple. It's so pretty. You have Irvine. This is a very complex color. I don't know how to explain this one. Does anybody know how to explain this one? It's just, there's just southern, they're just like a southwest theme. And then you have Ives. So you have your purple, blue, and green. And then you have your golden brown. So these are your Deep South Sass glitter palette colors. These will all go beautifully on a tumbler. Wait, why is that not working? These will all blend gorgeously on a tumbler. It's not a metallic green because it's not green. It's kind of like a sage aqua. It's a blend of 3 different aqua colors. Okay, so that's going to be your glitter palette. I know, Ashley. So that's going to be your 5 glitters in the palette. Okay, and then you have your Deep South Sass vinyl. These are going to be 2 separate bundles. So you have this bundle, and you have this bundle. Again, there's only going to be 100 sets of the palette. So that's why people set their alarms. It goes for sale on Monday at 6 o'clock. So Monday the 30th at 6 p.m. Monday the 30th at 6 p.m. And they will sell out like wildfire. They're usually sold out by the end of my live. And then the all-inclusive bundle. So some people like, I'm going to buy everything anyway. And so we like, hey, we've thrown a couple cool little exclusive things with it and make it the all-inclusive bundle. So the all-inclusive bundle this time will be these 5 glitters. So you get all 5 glitters. You get the 4 printed vinyls. So you'll get these 4 printed vinyls and these 7 water slides, the sheet of water slides. And on top of that, you will get 1 additional glitter color, Indiana. Now, this is funny because when I mixed this, Alyssa was like, not a fan. I was like, really? Because it's gorge balls. And then I was like, no, I love it. We're going to go forward with it. Central time. It's Texas time. It's the central time for the time zone. And Indiana is a absolutely gorgeous. I'm like, this is the perfect like outdoorsman's cup, Christmas tree cup. If you have a sports team that's green, it's absolutely gorgeous green. It's a blend of multiple greens. Again, it's 3 different greens blended together. So you get Indiana. It's your bonus color, right? That's so pretty. But when I then mixed it, then she saw it all together. She goes, "Oh, I changed my mind. I really like it now. I'm glad." She's like, "I'm glad you made me do it." I'm like, "I mean, did you have a choice? I was gonna make you do it anyway." So you have your bonus green, and then you're gonna get some stuff. Then the all-inclusive. So that's one of the all-inclusive. So the all-inclusive package will be the glitter, the vinyl, and then these extra additional items. So you have an additional extra glitter, and you have these absolutely cute little daisy sunflower charms to make little. I always like having these around on my table, so that if you have like a little extra drip of epoxy, like today I ended up using this mold because I didn't have this sitting here. So I just, my little extra dredges of epoxy, I just dump it into a mold so I don't waste my epoxy. But these are perfect, and you can make little earrings, or little, you can actually put little tiny screw eyes in there, eye screws. I never say that thing ever right for you guys. And you can add these as little attachments on your little tassels on your keychains, or like, shoot, oh, like this. You could make these. How freaking cute is that? I just drilled a hole through the lid of this tumbler, and then added the little dangly cherry. You can do that with the little sunflower. Okay, so that's coming with it. You're getting a dot cuff bracelet. You guys love these. These have been really, really popular, so we got them in again. You can add, you can customize these and put little printed vinyls down in there, and then cover them with epoxy, or just put dots of glitter and fun. World is your oyster with these. And then you're going to get a straw topper. This is Deep South Sass, little sass hole. If you never heard that, I'm sorry. Jess, I have an extra set. I'll give one to Alyssa, and I'll have her send you some cherries. And then this is the straw topper. So you just make these two pieces, epoxy them together, and then the straw will go right down the middle. And so you got the cute little lips straw topper. So that's going to be the, oh, look at her. She's crawling out. She's trying to get down to see Bane. Where are you going? So you get the extra glitter. You get the little sunflower charms. You get the lips straw topper, and you get the dot cuff bracelet. I call Vera sasshole. It's my little sasshole. So that's the all-inclusive. There will only be 50 all-inclusives. So there will be 100 just glitter palettes. There will be 50 all-inclusives, and then there will be the vinyl packs. The vinyl packs are print to order, so that's not an unlimited situation, but we do sell we sell like at least 40 on the first day. Ooh, it's so cute. All right, guys. Yeah, so grab your Kekoa, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Does anybody have any quick questions at the very end you want me to answer? Because I'm going to pop out of here. Oh, she's trying to go to Bane's farts. Maybe she's hungry. So, Gail, we are sold out of our epoxy. We did a pre-sale on our epoxy. It is coming back. Guys, when is it due? I don't even remember the exact due. We sold out. I did a TikTok, and it went viral, and within a matter of probably 36 hours, our epoxy was gone because everybody was shopping through our link. It's attached to my TikTok, and it blew us out of the water as far as epoxy is. We do have the smaller bottles of the Tumbler epoxy. It's called Pouring Art Epoxy. If you type in epoxy, it should pop up. Oh, we might be sold out of that as well. I have not checked that. We were getting low, but our large jugs and our molding epoxy is sold out, and it's coming soon. We did a pre-sale, but it's coming back. Okay. You cannot jump down. No. So the pre-sale won't go out. The packages will not go out until we haven't even received the epoxy. It was a pre-sale for when the epoxy gets here. So no, if you read the description of the epoxy, it was 60 days. So it's coming. So no, if you will get a shipping notification when the label is created for it to ship to you. We'll also be making an announcement here. When I go live and stuff, will be like, the way it's here, and we will literally be turning that epoxy out as it comes in. We're going to get it out, get it shipped, get it labeled, get it out to you guys. Oh, Bonnie. So if she needs to go potty, she'll just go on the lap. She has no issues yet. She's still so young. She don't care. She'll pee on my seat. Yeah. Okay. The pouring art is still on the site. Awesome. All right, you guys. is the best way the lids don't glue up? Danette, I'm not really sure what you're asking. Where you can't open. Oh, girl. If you've done that, you've probably accidentally mixed the A and the B. So if you've taken part A and part B off and put them on your table, and then you put the wrong one on the wrong one, you've actually cured your epoxy and cured your lid on. So the best way is to label the top of your, you're gonna probably have to get FIFA bottles and cut the top off and pour them into the FIFA squeeze bottles that are on our Amazon shopping list. And the next round, make sure you put A and B on the caps so you don't screw the cap, you don't mix the caps up. No, Danette, don't worry, you're not the first one to do that. That's how I knew exactly what you meant when you said, you know, the lids are stuck. The packages I was just showing, I don't know, Brenda. That's why I said I don't have the pricing yet. I don't do that part. I just make the pretty things. I create them and then I give them to the girls and they do all that. And then I went in their office and took them because I'm like, I'm going to show everybody this. But I won't know. I don't know until I'll try Monday. Will the sunflower molds be up for sale? You mean this? No, this is exclusive for the lips and the sunflower are exclusive. The lips, the sunflower, and the glitter are exclusive in the all-inclusive package. I'm not in charge of pricing because I would give everything away. I mean, I'm in charge of putting stuff on sale because I know how to do that in the system, so I just go in and do it. That's why there's so much on sale in today's deals all the time. Because I know how to do that. I don't know how to make it go to the top of the list in today's deals, but I know how to go in and change pricing and tag it into today's deals. No, I do not have a video. This is literally, this just came in. I just took it out of the bag. I just pulled it out of our shipping thing and pulled it out of the bag just now. But all you basically do is put epoxy in here, let it completely cure up, pop them out, put a little epoxy along the edges, put it down, use some clamps to hold them together or rubber bands, let it cure up. You're done. Put your straw down the middle. Somebody said, yes, what is it? I don't know what you're referring to, and I don't know who that is either because it doesn't say your name. Some of you did a cup with mica powder. Do I have a video on it? No, I do not have a video on that yet, Elizabeth. I did that on the live. And this is my conundrum. I spend so many hours with you guys live. And I have regular business stuff that I know I play an airhead on camera with you guys. I'm tying the Emma-Dits, but I do a lot of business stuff behind the scenes and I'm generally spinning my wheels. So I want to film so much more for you guys, but I don't have a ton of time. I'm actually going to be in here filming tomorrow. But no, I do not have a tutorial on that. It's really just base coat your tumbler, put a coat of epoxy on it, take the fan brush, dip it in your get the tip of the fan brush actually gooed with epoxy, dip it into your mica powder to get the mica stuck to it, and then just kind of brush it down onto the tumbler. Okay. When you need to clean that fan brush, you take the 91% alcohol and smoosh it around like you would a paintbrush and clean it off really good, clean it off super good, dump that out, get a new 91%, clean it really well, and it will clean off your paintbrush. Get off it. You spend too much money. Oh, Annette, we love having you here. And whether you're spending money or not, we love you here. Hope it's a great weekend. No hangovers. Girl, I don't drink, so I won't have hangovers. My worst hangover is not sleeping because my dog's farting all night. Or the little one is crying because she's like, I want to sleep in your bed. I'm like, no. I want to sleep in your bed. No. All right, y'all. I'm going to go see my kiddos. I don't know, Jennifer, but I'm going to be posting it to the to YouTube soon so you can watch in the replay. All right, because there's a lot of good info here. All right, bye, guys.